Hey guys, what's up? This is Savage Srijan. Today we're playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This video series is gonna be about the fucking 100% playthrough. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's just the Platinum Trophy playthrough. Anyways, so we're starting this off with a bang by going straight for some game of pool. The trophy we're heading for right now is called Hustle Some. So in this video, you're basically gonna see 3 trophies being done in one video. That's right, folks. Alright, so the first one is called Hustle Some, which is win a game of pool. The second one is called Serial Offender, which is getting arrested 50 times as CJ. And the third one is called Horror of Santa Maria, which is basically getting CJ to drown. So as you can see, all of this seems like failed trophies, don't it? Right? Except for the pool game, that's the only one that doesn't seem like a failed trophy, but it is a pretty tough one to actually win. So, especially when you take into account that I myself am not at all, even slightly good at the game of pool. Alright, but on to the important stuff, right? So basically, as soon as the game starts, you want to go to 10 green bottles located in Ganton. It's pretty close to CJ's house, instead of going left for CJ's house, just go right instead, it's all good, right? And as soon as you start the game of pool, always bet low because the game starts you off with about 350 bucks, but start off with like 50 or 56 bucks instead in case you lose the game. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to reload, or rather, sorry, restart a new game to then drive all the way to drive or ride the bike, however you want to go about it, all the way to the bar in 10 green balls. Or, the 10 green balls bar again. I don't know what I was saying there. Don't mind me, man. I consider two sometimes, man. Anyways, if y'all know how to play the game pool, it's really easy. I mean, the rules are at least the actual playing of the game depends on how well you can handle it, really. Right? So, basically, you start off the game, you have to knock either a solid ball in or a striped ball in. Whichever one you knock in becomes the target, basically. So if I knocked in a striped ball, I have to get all the striped balls before I can go for the 8 ball. Going for the 8 ball at the very last is how you win the game, basically. However, if your opponent happens to get rid of happens to pocket their balls in, that was a poor choice of words. I know. If they happen to pocket, their target in, right? Then they can go for the 8 ball. They go for it, they'll win. However, if they happen to pocket the last one of their target and the 8 ball in the same turn, they can end up losing the game instead. That's the funny part about it. Right, yeah. I don't know how to explain this without it sounding weird or without there being any innuendos, man. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words on that one. Right. What else should I talk about right now? Because there's not much I can really offer as far as commenting on the pool game itself. Alright, so you know what? While we're playing the game of pool, I could perhaps discuss the other two trophies, right? Even though I basically explained them, I feel like there's a little bit more I could add to the serial offender trophy, which is to, get CJ arrested about 50 times. Now, I'm gonna warn you guys right now, but this process is easily an hour long. Like, I kid you not, man. It'll easily take either an hour or at the minimum, it'll take about maybe 52 minutes, give or take. One of the things I want to point out right now is that I'm not gonna show any of those in the video right now. I was thinking about putting them in the form of shorts. Like, I think you might have seen a few of them. If not, I'll upload them soon. Don't worry, you'll see it either ways. And yeah, basically, I'm gonna upload all 50 times as shorts. So what's gonna happen is once the game of pool ends, You're gonna see me exit, and we will simply cut to me getting the trophy and then making my way to get the third and final trophy. And that's practically gonna be it for this disastrous start to the playthrough. Yeah, that's right. Part one is, yeah, that's right. For those who don't know, part one is basically gonna be the disastrous start of this playthrough, basically. Since I'm taking care of 3 trophies in this video alone, the next one, the next episode, or the next part, however you want to call it, really, whichever you prefer, you know, I mean, I'll decide on it later on, right? Basically, what I'm trying to say is that next time you're gonna see the real playthrough. And there's not going to be any restarts this time. Alright, no restart, no reload, and nothing. Like, you're going to see me go from the beginning to the end. Obviously, I'm not going to do all that in one sitting. I mean, come on, man. San Andreas is a very long game. It's a very lengthy game, man. It's like, it takes 5 hours to finish if you speed run it alone, man. Like, if you do an any percent speed run, it takes like 5 hours, man. Come on. But that too only if you're doing like an any percent speed run, you know, skipping cutscenes and everything. If I do that, you won't see any of the cutscenes. And I don't think anyone wants that, man. So yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, man. Right, so I'm gonna put up a little picture by picture to show you how you can like keep track of how many times CJ's been busted. I mean, he gets busted like 50 times, and that ain't easy to keep a track of, man. I mean, half the time I'd end up forgetting how many times I did it already. So anyways, so this picture by picture should show you how you can do that.
Show me the
Basically,
color of
you're
your money.
supposed to pause the game, right? When you pause the game, you're supposed to go to
You gonna back down
the
soon?
stats menu, I believe, right? Yeah, I think you're supposed to go to stats menu. Then you should see a bunch of tabs like player, crimes. Click on the one that's called crimes, and when you do, there should be a statistic that says times busted. That is the one you want to keep a track of. If that one if that one reaches 50, then that means you should be getting the trophy. Alright? Basically, that's how you find out if you got enough of it or not. Yeah, like I think in the image you should see me highlight this too. Hopefully it's big enough to where you can actually notice. I mean, I'm doing this in an editing software that doesn't exactly let me see this in full screen, so I'm never gonna notice until I either upload the part or, you know, separately maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I just want y'all to know that I appreciate you guys watching this video. Uh, Leave a like, subscribe, comment whatever you want to, really. And sorry about that, CJ. You know, better luck in the next playthrough, man. Look forward to it, alright? Peace.